Yo, check this out. Today we're about to watch people who lived out insane prison sentences. Basically what that means is people were sentenced to some crazy sentences, but they actually survived and they got out of prison when they were super old. So we're about to see what these people lived out, how long they were in there, what they looked like when they got out, what they did after. Let's go, bro. This is gonna be a crazy video.
This convict outlived a life sentence. Welcome back.
Wow.
Charlie here. These criminals were sentenced to decades behind bars, but lived longer than their prison
Man, that's
sentences.
crazy, bro.
From people wrongly sentenced to decades in jail to dangerous criminals set free after serving more than 70 years. First, we have to look at Ricky Jackson.
Ricky Jackson.
Can you imagine being in prison for 40 years of your life for a crime you didn't commit? Well, that actually happened to this man. When Ricky Jackson was only 19 years old, he was arrested for a crime he did not commit.
Dude, his
Police
whole
said
life
he
ruined.
took the life of a salesman named Harry Franks. The only evidence cops had was a witness statement from a 13-year-old named Eddie Vernon. Aside from that one witness, there was zero physical evidence. Despite this, Ricky Jackson was found guilty. He was initially given the death sentence, but after several appeals, this was changed to a life sentence. Ricky was sent to prison in 1974. He thought he was going to die behind bars, but in 2013, the witness, Eddie Vernon, broke down in tears. Eddie admitted he did not see Ricky take the life of Harry Franks, and instead was coerced into saying this by cops. It turned out Eddie Vernon never even saw the attack take place. This shocking revelation meant that Ricky Jackson was finally released. He was given freedom in 2014 after spending 4 decades behind bars. But sadly, this meant he was now an old man at the time. Ricky Jackson was given $18 million in compensation.
$18 million, bro? Yeah, I mean, I guess it was worth it. I mean, okay, how would y'all feel if you got locked up for something you didn't do, but when you got out, you got like $20 million, bro? I mean, you can't be like too mad. I mean, obviously your whole life was wasted, but like $18 million, that's a lot of freaking money, bro. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, look at, you got a nice watch, nice chain, you got a nice outfit on. Like, I don't know, man. Obviously, it sucks, but like, it's very good that he got $18 million. Good for you, bro.
But some say that's not enough for all of those decades lost. But would you take $18 million to lose 40 years of your life?
Let me know.
Personally, I definitely wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
On, we have to look at Betty Smithy. Betty Smithy is America's longest-serving female inmate. In 1963, this woman took the life of a minor. For this crime, she was given a life sentence. But while she was behind bars, she managed to escape 4 times. Although she was caught again every time. Eventually, she decided to stop trying to escape and instead improve her life. She got educated behind bars and began writing poetry. In 2003, Betty applied for parole. She was rejected, but in 2012, she appealed again. And this time, she was finally freed. She spent 49 years behind bars,
49
but was finally
years.
made a free woman at 69 years old. Some said she should never have been released due to her crimes, but the judge believed Betty had changed behind bars. What do you think? Is 49 years in prison enough?
That's
or
definitely
not?
not.
Moving
Honestly,
along, we have to look at Thomas Trantino.
Y'all ever like been put in timeout and it's like 5 minutes in timeout, and then once you're out, like once you're done, you're like, oh, I'm never doing that again, bro. Imagine 50 years, bro. Yeah, you're never doing that again.
In 1963, Thomas Trantino got drunk. He then got into an altercation with 2 cops and ended their lives.
Oh my God.
He was arrested a few days later and in court was given the death penalty. He was on death row for 8 years until 1971. That was when New Jersey abolished the death penalty, meaning that Thomas's sentence was changed to life behind bars. While he was locked up, Thomas wrote 2 books. In 2002, he applied for parole and, surprisingly, was released. He spent 39 years in prison, making him New Jersey's longest-serving prisoner.
39
Some people,
years.
especially cops, were annoyed that he was released. But do you think nearly 4 decades is enough for what Thomas did? Moving along, we have to look at
I guess it depends on what you did, bro. Like, if you killed like 100 people, then like you should probably never get out. Like, there's something crazy wrong with you, bro. But like this guy, like, he was drunk, like he was a kid, like I don't know, bro. It's still crazy what he did, and like he should have never done it, obviously, and he should have got locked up, which he did. But I mean, he's an old man now. Like, let him live a little bit of freedom, I guess. And also, all these people, when they get released, they get put on probation, meaning like the cops or whoever are like they're keeping a close eye on them. So like, I don't know. Yeah, let him out, man.
Joseph Ligon was sentenced to life in prison.
Life in prison for this
Joseph had got
guy.
drunk and decided to do some robberies. This caused 6 men to be injured and 2 men to lose their lives.
Whoa.
Joseph Ligon was found guilty for what he did and was sentenced to life behind bars. Decades went
Wow.
by, but in 2016, the law changed. It was ruled that life sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional. As a result, Joseph was released in 2017.
He already
had spent
served, like, the
68
life
years
sentence,
behind
though.
bars,
68
going in
years!
at age 15 and leaving at age 83. But here's the surprising thing. Although Joseph was free to go, he refused. He had spent 68 years behind bars
Yeah, bro,
and
that's
was
all
too
you know.
used to jail life. So instead, he preferred to stay in prison, which is where he
Wow.
still is to this day.
Wow.
Next, we have to look
That's
at
crazy.
Charles Ford. In 1952, this man was sentenced to life in prison and spent 64 years behind bars.
Okay.
All for a crime he did not commit.
I hate
He was
that,
not
bro.
even at the scene of the crime. He had allegedly taken someone's life. Some said that Charles was profiled by the judge and jury, meaning that despite the little evidence, he was still given a life sentence. It turned out Charles's lawyer never submitted an appeal. He was 20 when he went into prison and was 84 years old when he came out, meaning
Wow.
that he spent a whopping 64 years behind bars. Charles was released into a nursing home as he was too old to look after himself.
Bruh.
So while he was released, he basically lost his entire life to prison.
That's
When
insane,
Charles was
bro.
released, he began crying in court. Next, we have to
man.
look at
This
John
guy.
Buns. This
Buns.
man is New York's oldest inmate. He ended the life of his wife of 17 and a half years. John Buns and his wife
That's
Virginia
crazy.
got into an argument. Things escalated and John used a hammer to end Virginia's life.
Yo.
John Buns was given a life sentence for what he did.
How'd you got a
was set
freaking
to be
black eye,
released
bro?
when he was aged 112, but instead
Wow.
he was released early when he was aged 94. He was
94?
released in order to get medical care. That's because prisons find it too hard to look after people who are so old. But in 2014, at the age of 94, John Buns passed away.
Rest in
He is
peace, man.
still the oldest ever inmate New York has had. Moving on, we
Crazy.
have to look at Harvey Stewart. Harvey Stewart is a man who's been to prison many times throughout his life.
Okay.
In 1951, he was given a 10-year sentence for armed robbery. He
Wow.
was released but was soon put back in jail. This was for ending the life of a man named James Laird. Harvey Stewart escaped prison many times, but was
Escaped?
quickly recaptured every time. He was later released in 1985 after serving only 9 years. But only 16 months later, Harvey was arrested yet again, this time for robbing a bank.
I mean,
this
keep
guy
him
really
locked
does
up,
love
man.
jail. He served 59 years behind bars and was finally released in 2011.
Really?
This was mainly because of his old age and declining
Ah,
health.
that
He was
again.
83 years old by the time he was released. He outlived all of his family and friends, which meant
Wow.
he had no prison visits in over a decade. When
Wow.
Harvey Stewart was interviewed about his time in prison, he said this: "Imagine that, 60 years down in this damn hole. I wouldn't recommend it."
I wouldn't recommend
Harvey's
it.
right, he really did waste
Obviously.
his entire life behind bars. I think this man is proof that crime is not worth it. Next, let's look
True.
at John Franzese. John Franzese was a member of one of the USA's most deadly mafias.
He looks like a
That
mafia,
is the
but
Colombo
mafia
crime
guy.
family. He soon gained a reputation as one of the mafia's most dangerous thugs.
Oh,
he
bro.
claims to have ended over 50 lives, but he was never convicted for
goodness.
this. Instead, he was given a life sentence for a different crime. That was orchestrating many bank robberies around the USA. He was
Wow.
given 50 years behind bars.
How short he is,
In
bro.
2011, John was released at the age of 93. In 2011, at the age of 93, John Franzese was given an extra 8 years behind bars. This was for extortion and loan sharking. In 2017, he celebrated his 100-year-old birthday
Whoa.
behind bars and was released later that year. In total, John
was
Franzese
100?
spent over 40 years in the can, meaning that he basically lost half of his life. I guess
Yeah,
that's the
wow.
price you pay when you're in the mob. Finally, let's look at James Moore. In
Okay.
1962, James Moore ended the life of a 14-year-old named Pamela Moss. He
Bro.
was given a life sentence. While in prison, he did
I mean,
various
good.
jobs sentence and also got an education. He requested to be released 20 times, but every
20
time the
times.
judge said no. That was until June of 2022. He was finally released after spending 60 years behind bars.
60
but he is now in
years.
full-time care and had to have both of his legs amputated.
Whoa!
Now it's time.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, don't do any bad stuff and you won't go to jail for your whole life. I